It took me 3 months of starting a side hustle to leave my 9 to 5, and it took me another 3 months to get to the point in my business where I was making 5K in 9 days. And now, alhamdulillah, I wake up, I pray Fajr, read some Quran, and before 8:15 in the morning, I've made more than what used to take me 2 weeks in my old 9 to 5. All through Allah's will. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact steps I took so you can literally just copy me. And it's going to be no dopamine, make you feel good, and you don't actually take action, you don't actually change your life. I want this video to give you literally everything for you to go implement into your own life and be able to leave your 9 to 5 in the next few months. So the first thing we need to focus on is you. So the person you are right now, and I'll tell you why this is the most important thing. And second is the vehicle you choose, like the business model, the framework, all that like technical stuff in a way. Let's start from number one, who you are, because I want you to understand this, that you deserve the life you're living right now. Because let me tell you, a year ago, I wanted to make money online, right? I was making like YouTube videos, but I didn't actually have the knowledge to monetize that attention, to monetize that, all the views I was getting, right? And I was completely broke. And the reason for that was I deserved to be broke at that point. I deserved to still be going to a 9 to 5, even though I had been trying out YouTube for months and months. It's because I lacked the knowledge. It's because I lacked the characteristics, the traits, the skills, all of that stuff. And that's what you have to understand, that you deserve the life you are living right now. And even in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, the condition of the people does not change until they change within themselves. So you have to understand, for you to leave your 9 to 5, for you to start making money online, so much in you has to change. And that's completely fine. Change, yes, it is scary, right? Even though we might try to be cool and like, oh, I want to change, I don't care. But you need to change and improve in yourself, improve in your life, be more disciplined, be more productive, and just have better beliefs. So when I started my new business, right, or my current business like 6 months ago, I wanted to charge high ticket, right? Inshallah, we're going to talk about this, but I wanted to charge like more for my product. But I had this fundamental belief that no one would buy it. Like, oh, I was too scared to charge a high price. It wasn't even a high price. It was $1,000. And I was too scared to charge that until I saw a video of some guy on YouTube talking about some lady who was selling $1,000 knitting program. And I was like, wait. If some old lady can sell $1,000 program to another lady, I can sell this $1,000 program, which is going to help people so much more. It was a productivity package, right? This program is going to help people so much more. It's genuinely going to change their life so much. So I should definitely charge $1,000. Maybe I should charge even more. Instantly, that belief broke, and I literally made money like the week after. I literally closed a 1K sale the week after that. And that's the thing. You have these beliefs, and you need to make sure that you kind of almost get arrogant in a way. You have this big belief that you can make this work, that online business will work for you, because everything in your life so far has programmed into you thinking that business doesn't work, business is very hard. Let me tell you, this make money online stuff is actually easy. Well, maybe it's not easy, it's simple, definitely. And I like to tell myself it is easy, and because I have that belief, it does end up being easy for me. But for you, your school, uni, 9 to 5, everything has been programmed into you to lead you down a certain path, to lead you down to think a certain way. So you're just a good little boy taking orders from your matrix daddy. But you need to genuinely change your brain. You need to genuinely change everything about yourself so you can get the result you want, so your online business can actually work. Because businesses don't fail, people fail. So you need to understand that you are the problem. So quickly start thinking, and like I said, being arrogant, right? You'll see this in fighters. So like the gym I go to, right? The kickboxing gym I go to, my coach, like he's a great guy, right? And he's actually like a really good fighter. And you see it off him, like he's low-key arrogant, but in like a great way. That's what makes him a great fighter. He has this belief that he could beat anyone, and he does beat everyone, right? He does really good, and he just has that such strong belief that he is better than everyone, and that helps him actually train hard, actually go win fights. So literally the other day, I'm sparring with one of like the trainers there, right? And bro, he's really, really good. He's so much better than me. He's a little bit smaller, right? So like technically it's like not fair, but like, bro, it's still like he's so much better than me. But right before I got into sparring with him, and like I knew this was going to be hard, right? I knew this was going to be tough. Right before I went into sparring, as I'm stepping into the ring, I'm like, okay, I'm going to win this. I'm going to win this. I'm going to be better than him. I'm better than him. I'm going to win this. And I actually did very good. I did surprisingly good. So your belief has to be so strong that online business will work for you, that Allah will take a path for you, right? That Allah will show you into a direction where you can get freedom from your 9 to 5. And having that strong, big belief, almost being arrogant, will help you so much. And that's the same with the way you think, with the way you act, right? You've got your 9 to 5. You need to figure out how you're going to be productive. Is it those first 4 hours of the day? Is it that 5 to 9 you're really going to grind out? Is it the 5 to 9 in the evening you're really going to grind out? Or the 9 to 5 in the evening you're really going to grind? You have to figure these things out. You have to put systems in place for you to actually get the work done in the first place, for you to actually make decisions in the first place. And we're later going to talk about overthinking, because that's a huge mistake so many people make. I'll talk about that at the very end. But you need to be basically focused on the individual, on the character you need to become to achieve the goal you want to achieve. You want to start making money online, not think about like the business model, the this, the that, because that's what so many people do. And alhamdulillah, like I got this advice and I stopped thinking in that way. Of course, you still have to worry about those little tiny things, but these are the foundations. You need to focus on who you are as an individual, and everything else around you will follow. Everything else will come together with time. And that's basically where I'll leave that off for now. Just understand that we do not achieve goals, we achieve characters, and these characters then end up achieving the goal we wanted to achieve in the first place. So focus, number one, on the identity. Focus on you as an individual and who you need to change into. Get on the dopamine detox, do all those things. Leave a comment below if you want me to actually show you like the exact path, the exact process I used to change and transform myself into becoming an entrepreneur rather than just being daddy's good boy, the Matrix, right? So basically, you need to change. That's point number one. Number two, let's talk about the exact business model, the framework. You need to understand that fundamentally the way business works, it's not like these business model, the way gurus teach you, right? It's none of that stuff. Fundamentally, what you are doing in business and what everyone is doing in business and what everyone has been doing is that they are solving a problem. And when you solve a problem for someone, you give them value, right? You take away their pain, which gives them value. And in exchange for you solving that problem, they can give you something back. So money, it used to be like gold coins or whatever it was back in the day. But in today's day and age, it is money, right? You cannot make money. Only banks can make money. But what we do is we go around and we take money. And obviously we're not going to take it in a haram, illegal way, but we're going to exchange something for it. We're going to alleviate some pain and take it in that way. So start thinking, what problem can you solve? What things can you help people with? What pain can you take away from people? What can you really do for them? And this is the one thing I want you to think about forever when it comes to business model, all those things. Think about what are the problems you would actually like to solve. Who are the people you would genuinely want to go out and help every single day that you would love to work with? And it might be something you're passionate about, but I don't want to give that girly advice, right? Do follow your passion, because sometimes your passion will keep you broke. We still need to be smart about this, but doing something that genuinely you love. So for example, for me, it is, I work with Muslim men who want to leave their 9 to 5s, right? I love working with the people I work with, all of my clients, all my students. I love working with them because they're very similar to me. They're in the same position I was 6 months ago, but I genuinely love to work with them, help them out, give them value and solve their problems. And it's such a great experience. That's why 6 months ago when I was helping people with productivity, it was something else, right? At the same time, it was still helping Muslim men with overcome procrastination. It was still people I loved to work with. And because of that, after I came back from my 9 to 5, I could find the time, I could find the energy inside of me to go actually put in the work, to actually go make effort and make progress in my business. And that's something you need to think about. Who do you want to actually work with? What problems do you actually want to solve? Is it do you want to run a halal agency and go help kuffar chiropractors or kuffar gym owners overcome this, do this, get more leads, right? Something stupid like that. Is that something you care about? Or would you rather have the opportunity to help the ummah in some way? Or maybe you are a divorced Muslim man, right? And you understand the problems and the pain of being a divorcee or whatever it is. And you want to go help other divorced men. That's the thing. Number one, you need to decide on who you want to help, the exact person you want to help. And preferably, this is someone who has a bit of that purchasing power, right? Not a bit, a good amount of purchasing power. Because again, this is why we don't want to be passionate about it as much as you think, right? We still want to be smart about it, but we also would like our passion and the love from inside of us in a weird way. It sounds like very spiritual. And anyways, you still want to feel good and be like fulfilled from the work you're going to do. So pick someone who you would genuinely love to work, who you would genuinely love to go out and solve their problems, and make sure that they are struggling with the pain, because we need to pick who we're going to help and what we're going to help them with. What pain are they experiencing? What problem are they facing right now that we are going to solve for them? And obviously, like, that might depend on some problem you've solved for yourself. And again, be low-key passionate. I don't want to use the word passion again, but something you would love to do, something you would enjoy doing, because you need that enjoyment, you need that love for you to actually make progress. You can't do 5 days at the Matrix and then on Saturday, Sunday, come and try to help agency owners, help some weird people you don't care about. When it's someone you genuinely care about, someone you relate to, you like, then it's so much easier for you to actually work on your business, for you to actually make progress. And I promise you, that way, thinking that way, you will make more money. For so long, I went drop shipping, I ran agencies, right? But I didn't care about the people I was helping. I didn't care about the people I was working with. And bro, I literally went from drop shipping agency, do another type of agency, and I literally made no progress until I started to think like this. Until I sat down, I was like, who would I like to help? What problem would I like to solve for them? How will I like to do it? Which is the third thing. How are we going to solve the problem for them? As soon as I started to think like that, and I picked the person, right? It's like picking a spouse. It's like picking a wife in a way. Like, what is the type of girl you would want to marry? What are her qualities? What are like kind of like the cons about her, but you'll put up with it, right? Because that's like what marriage is. It's not going to be perfect. That's kind of what you need to think about. Like, this is someone, obviously, like, you're the person you want to help in business. You're not going to marry them, right? And you're not going to spend the rest of your life with them. But it is a little bit like that. That's kind of how you would like to think about, like, oh, I love to actually help this person. I love to overcome their problems. I love to do this. I love to do that. And that's exactly what you need to think about. Literally very much lock in on the type of person you would genuinely enjoy helping out, because that makes business 10 times easier. And I promise you, you will make more money that way. I promise you, you will become more successful thinking that way in the first place. So recapping, we want to pick the who, we want to pick the what, and we want to pick how we are going to help them. So the what is what problem we're solving for them, what pain are we taking away from them, and in turn, they're going to give us money, and how we're going to help them. So how we're going to help that person overcome that pain they're struggling with. And that's basically going to be our whole framework, right? And from there, we need to figure out how we're actually going to attract that person, right? And before we figure that out, we need to decide on the offer, how exactly we're going to help them. What are we going to give to them that will take away their pain? So an offer is basically whatever you're going to exchange for money. If you're just starting off, the business model I'd recommend for you to like jump into like online space, especially if you're really like locked in on the person you're trying to help, right? Maybe it's you're trying to help Muslim dads get jacked in the gym, right? Or Muslims 9-to-5ers get jacked in the gym, whatever it is. The who, really lock into it, right? You're locked in. It's like Muslim dads who want to get jacked, who want to get six pack. The what, they're fat, and the how is the offer. So maybe you decide, okay, I'm going to build meal prep plans for their wives to make. I'm going to make a routine for them. I'm going to make them a schedule, and then I'm going to hop on one-on-one calls. I'm going to text them. That's your offer. So you want to design that first. And from there, we're going to go actually attract those Muslim dads. We're going to attract the who. When we figured out the how and we figured out the what, like what pain they're struggling with, we're going to go attract the who. Who are we actually helping? And that's where you're basically going to be like making content online, right? Whatever it is. And there's 4 ways you can do that. You can either reach out to people you know right now. So in your phone, your WhatsApp, whatever, right? Your like the uncles, the aunties, whatever it is. That's number 1. Another way is you reach out to people randomly online who don't even know you existed until you randomly inbox them. But as you can imagine, like number 1, you need to do that so much. But at the same time, it's kind of like a weird thing to do, right? No one wants to come back from 9 to 5 and DM random people, right? And it doesn't work as well. That's warm, cold. warm outreach, people you know. Cold outreach is people you don't know. Another thing you can do is run paid ads. So you might not actually know how to run paid ads. It's like a whole skill. It's not that complicated these days. I personally have never run them, but you have to actually invest money. You have to invest like 500, 1K starting off, and then maybe you might get something, and you need to fix everything else on the back end, your sales process, the offer, the person you're helping, whatever it is. But the fourth way, which is the most powerful, and I would recommend to you without a shadow of a doubt, this has changed my life and it will change your life as well. It's actually creating content online. You can create free content online and the only investment is your time. And the thing is, when you create content, you will compound your audience, you will compound like the content you're making anyways. And with time, you will get better. You will get more people attracted, more of the who we wanted to attract. It compounds onto itself. And the best platform to start on is YouTube by far. It is the most powerful. It's better than Instagram, TikTok, all those things, and easily the most powerful thing to do. And the way we create content is not only like, oh, we're trying to get famous or anything. We super dial in on who we're trying to help. We help them kind of solve the problem that they're going through, whatever. We talk about it, right? Like, here's 5 tips to lose fat as a Muslim dad. And then basically we're gonna take them through a process where we show them our offer. But that's basically like the 4 things you need to dial in on, the 4 things you need to really, really lock in, and the 4 things you need to focus on. And with social media, you have so much leverage, right? You can reach so many people compared to running ads, compared to warm outreach or cold outreach, where you can only message like a certain number of people at a certain time. I can make this one video and it can reach hundreds of people. It would have taken me so long to reach 100 people with my video, but with like actually reaching out to them, even if they were cold, even if they were warm, it would have taken me so long. But with social media, you can attract so many of the people who fit into the person we want to help, and actually get them into our programs and whatever it is. And that's basically how you're going to go through attracting them. Then we basically take them through a process. So maybe you get them on a sales call, something like that, right? And you basically want to make them an offer for your thing and guarantee that they get the results that they want, right? We're going to help them overcome the problem. We're going to sell them a product, and from that, they will get the result that they want. And from there, we basically take the money, deliver the value, actually get them astounding results, over deliver everything. And it basically goes from there. You repeat, you do the marketing again, you get the leads, you take them through the sales process, and then you give them the value, they'll solve their pain for the money, inshallah. Now, one mistake you might make is, which I did, right? I wanted to get started on YouTube and this whole business model for months and months on end. But I'm literally like, maybe I should do Twitter instead. I don't want to put my face out there. I was just insecure. I was the problem, right? That's why, like we talked about, number 1, you have to have good beliefs. I was insecure. I had all these negative things, and that led me into overthinking. That led me to not actually making the money I wanted to make. That led me to not actually taking action. And I need you to understand, everything I've just told you, this stuff works not only for me, but for hundreds and thousands of other people, and it will work for you as well. All you need to do is actually start taking action. Literally think about who you want to help, what you want to help them with, how you're going to help them, and start creating content around it. Get right straight onto it. Make that first video right there. There's like 100 people watching this. There's a guy who is an absolute killer who will actually escape his 9 to 5, and he is literally like, okay. He's taken out his notepad. He's written who I'm going to help, what I'm going to help them with, how I'm going to help them. And literally he's started his YouTube channel. He's made that first video. That is the exact process you need to follow. That will get you results alone. As long as you stop using your brain and take action, you will start to get the results with time. You will start to learn new things, because there's so much power in starting and then learning. When you start, you automatically learn things, right? I will tell people on calls like, oh bro, start a YouTube channel, and they'll worry about the camera, or they'll worry about this or that, when all they really need to do is actually start creating content online. It's actually literally just getting started, and the rest of the things will follow. Everything else will come together. It's not those things, it's not those stupid beliefs you have like, oh, what camera, oh, people wouldn't want to see my ugly face, this, that. It's all about you just getting started and giving people the value and helping them go through that whole process so you can deliver them great results through your product. Literally just start, don't think, and just take action on it, move with speed, and I promise you, you will make more progress than 99.99% of men to ever exist. Second thing, again, it's kind of like the same thing with this, is just being stuck in your head, being too afraid, being too insecure. Like, oh, what if I get famous? What if people come to me online? I don't want to put myself out there. Bro, this is the best thing you can do for not only for your business, for yourself, but your entire bloodline. Your, like, the trajectory of your entire bloodline can change. You can become a multi-millionaire through this stuff, because this is genuinely by far the best business model to start. Everyone talks about do this, do that, but all those gurus, all those people, they are creating content online. They're selling their knowledge. They have one specific person they're helping. They have the problem. They have all these things they're helping them with, and you will stop yourself, your own brain. That's why the first thing I talked about was you, right? The identity, who you are as a person. So you need to literally get rid of all these limiting beliefs. Literally think to yourself, no, this will work. I don't care what people think about me. In fact, people are going to think good things of me because I'm going to give them so much value. I'm going to help them so much. This is actually going to work. And you will see that you will start to get the results from that. You will start to actually take action, and inshallah, through Allah's will, you will get the results from that. Another last thing I want to just talk about to literally fast track your progress. For so long, I just wanted to hold on to my money, right? From my 9 to 5, whatever I was making. I was like, I wanted to save this, all this. I wouldn't even like spend money on books for so long. And then I was like, okay, let me buy books and stuff. You need to learn to invest in yourself and learn from people ahead of you. That's the fastest way to make more progress. It's literally to go maybe get someone's mentorship, to go buy a course, to go buy a community, to go read books, whatever it is. Literally go learn from the people ahead of you, and you will make faster progress. Because think about it, whatever's taking you like 3 months, 6 months to learn, right? Whatever it is, it's taking you 6 months to learn. You can just teach it to maybe your younger brother or someone else in so much faster. You can literally tell them in like 10 minutes, oh no, bro, don't do that mistake, don't do that. Literally just do this. You save them 6 months of their life, and that's what you're doing when you go like get a book, you go work with someone one-on-one. You're literally saving yourself months and months of pain and struggle. Because the thing is, you are going to figure it out one day eventually, right? As long as you keep going, you will figure it out. By paying for mentorship, by learning from people ahead of you, whatever it is, you fast track that progress. You take away all the time that it was going to take you. You literally pay for the time. You give your money and you get the time back, and you can literally go smash whatever you need to smash and start getting results on it. I hope this video is valuable for you. I want to thank you for your time. If you have any questions, if you have anything you want to like learn about, just leave a comment. I want to be making more videos around this topic, more videos like this. So inshallah, whatever I do read my comments, I read my comments every time. So if you have a good question in there, inshallah, I will make a video about it. I take notes and I try to answer those in the future. But inshallah, leave a comment if you have a question. Thank you for your time. Inshallah, I'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.